Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NFL Week 4 now through the end of Monday Night Football. We've got a promo code for 20% off the entire site of picksandparlays.net. Use the code FALL, FALL. Vikings and Texans. The Texans favor in this one -3.5. The total is 54.5. The Texans are 0-3 on the season, both straight up and against the spread. The Vikings also 0-3. So something's got to give, or I guess they could tie. Vikings 1-2 against the spread. Sean Higgs joining us to talk this epic matchup between two behemoth teams. Sean, who do you like, or what's the play?
Yeah, listen, I'm no Bill O'Brien fan. I mean, I'm shocked the guy still has a job, but heck, Dan Quinn still has a job, and that guy gives up double-digit leads as if it is his job to give up double-digit leads. Now, I thought Minnesota would be in a little shaky spot this year anyway. I got them as a future ticket on the under. So far, they're helping me out a lot, 0-3. You'd think with a Zimmer team, the defense would be front and center, but they're giving up points galore. Injuries, they're getting zero help. I think they're 8-3 to the over now at their last 11. Listen, the total's 54.5. I could see it going over just the way both these teams play. You got to feel bad for Texans, I should say. You play Kansas City, you play the Ravens, probably the two best teams in the East, and then, excuse me, I said the East, I meant AFC. And then between those two games, you're playing the Steelers, who look rejuvenated with Big Ben back under center. So 0-3 for them. All right, they've played some good teams. This is the team they should win here. You're home, 3.5. Again, I've said this multiple times on the show, Chelsea. When I see 2.5s and 3.5s, I'm thinking totally opposite of what everybody says. They're thinking, I'll take that extra half point. I'm grabbing it. I look at it as Texans win this one 34-20. It's not even close. So I think even with like Kubiak on the Minnesota staff, who he's familiar with the Texans team, I don't think it's going to make a difference. There's a lot of changeover. Give me Houston here, 3.5 at home. I get it. People are going to say, buy the hook. I'm not buying the hook because they're going to win by double digits anyway. So Texans for me minus the 3.5. And lean wise, if you want to play the total, the way these games have been playing all year, I guess you got to look over. I mean, but listen, they don't build these billion-dollar casinos in the desert. All these lines, if you look at them, a lot of 50-plus point totals in the NFL this week. So tread lightly. I think we're going to see some adjustment because the books have been getting crushed lately. So that's something I'm not really fond of. I'm just going to go stick to the side here with the Texans.
Right. The only thing I'd worry about with the Vikings is that there were some positives that came out of their game against the Titans. And I'm not just talking about test results. As I said that, I was like, oh no,
Touche.
my poor Titans. I'm talking about on the field. Dalvin Cook actually looked really good against this Titans
Yeah.
team. He ran wild, 181 rush yards against the Titans, and wide receiver Justin Jefferson had 175 yards receiving. So they did have some positives in that loss. So this is not a Texans defense that is especially stout. So I think the Vikings will be able to at least put up points. The problem is, will
Yep.
they be able to stop Deshaun Watson and company? And yeah, it's not the Texans' offense of the past. They don't have DeAndre Hopkins, but I think the Texans should be able to get the run game going a little bit better than they did against the Steelers. The Steelers have a really stout defense, especially when it comes to the run defense, and that's a problem when you can't get your run going. And so it's all on the shoulders of Deshaun Watson, and then you have that terrible O-line. So I think all of those things should be a little bit better against this Vikings team that is a lot worse, I'd say, on defense than the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean, come on, the numbers speak for themselves. You saw that Green Bay game; they were slaughtered out of the gate, and then they score some points late to make it interesting. Tennessee, I thought Minnesota. I mean, it looked like the sucker bet the way Minnesota had been playing coming into that game. And listen, I had the Texans minus 2.5, and here I thought I'm looking at the game like, man, Minnesota's going to run away with this one. But again, the defenses can't stop anything. It's like a wet paper bag. People are just breaking through it left and right. You're going to see points. I don't think until they show you could stop somebody. I don't care if it's 3-4 points. I'm not. I can't get behind Minnesota. They just listen. Dalvin Cook's great, but that guy's a runaway from a hamstring injury.
Oh
And Kirk
no.
Cousins. Let's come on. He is. He's last year was his first real healthy year. And Cousins.
Yeah.
Listen, I lost too much on them last year, waiting for these guys to turn the corner. So
Yeah, I
no,
think
no
Minnesota
more.
fans probably feel the same way because for what he's being paid, he has not had the numbers this season. 5 touchdowns and 6 interceptions for Kirk Cousins. That's going to do it for our Vikings and Texans talk here on Picks and Parlays. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for joining us, Sean Higgs. Good stuff from you as always.